Yeah, how's it going, guys? It's Richie Unicorn Caller here, and it is Wednesday. Long time no see. We are back with the latest news and, just promotions and all that stuff. Just your typical news day, as per usual. We're going to talk about some of the bugs and glitches because we recently had a hot fix and that kind of addressed most of the issues. Speaking of bugs and glitches, I have the guild house glitch where whenever you go to your guild house, sometimes the islands won't actually like load up the files, so this will happen. It's actually kind of a cool glitch, but yeah, we're just floating in midair in all fashion. So again, let's talk about those bugs and glitches because I know everybody has a question about that because a lot has been going on with that. So anyway, over here, gifting should now be fixed for all players moving forward. We are actively working on a solution for those affected by missing gifts in an upcoming fix. Alright, so the gifting should work now. It's all fixed. However, they are actively working on a solution for those affected by any missing gifts in an upcoming fix. So yeah, be on the lookout on their social media team and Discord and all that stuff if you were affected by any of that. And also for Pirate101, Pirate101 actually had a nice little update, which is pretty cool. And then also for the Portal Apparel, the progress bar issue was resolved in last night's hotfix. So thank you for your patience and enjoy the event. So now you can do the Portal of Apparel and hopefully everything else works there. Hopefully that ends the glitches for this month, or at least for a little bit. I know typically there's always something new popping up, but fingers crossed that that will be kind of last time we have something messy as that, because lately with the game it's just been like, oh my gosh, it's been non-stop lately. So yeah, fingers crossed. We just kind of take a break from all the bugs and glitches and just kind of relax for a little bit, please. Anyway, going on from over here, I want to talk about this news item that I think we covered in another video, but it's talking about the spring items returning, and they always do this from time to time, but I thought this was pretty interesting. It said, note, these items have been removed due to a bug. They will be added back to the crown shop after the bug is fixed. I don't know if that's in the crown shop currently. We might be able to check that out later on, but if you don't see these items in the crown shop, that's probably why, because there was a bug, and we are used to bugs at this point, but I just thought that was pretty interesting to showcase. And then over here we got some Wizard101 news over here. Ready for battle. The Battle Havoc mount is storming into the crown shop for a limited time. Don't miss your chance. This is a pretty good mount because it comes with a 2% damage stat bonus, so that's definitely going to be good if you're trying to go for like any damage builds. It's going to last all the way through March 30th, so make sure you take your time with that, or at least take advantage of that. And over here we have a KI live scheduled actually tomorrow, Thursday, March 27th. You basically ask them questions and all that stuff. Hopefully it's not too much of a messy KI live, especially with all the bugs and glitches happening. And maybe we can finally get some more console news, because that's all the comments I see on Twitter is just console, 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 console. When is console? When is Wizard101 console? Like, I guess you guys gave up on Wizard101 console. Like, console, console. Like, yeah, I think we all get it at this point. So hopefully in the KI Live they can give us maybe more teasers or maybe some more news regarding Wizard101 consoles. I don't know. Anyway, going on from over here, we have an elixir sale. It's going to last through March 30th. You can basically get the level 50 elixir, hyper elixir, expand backpack elixir, expand bank elixir, and expand friends list elixir for 25% off in the crown shop. Highly recommend the backpack elixir and the expand friends list elixir. You can never have too many friends on your friends list, but make sure to check all that stuff out. And then over here we got the spiral scene. Over here, March 31st. So make sure to check that out. We might check this out because I know a lot of the housing community likes it when we visit all like the castles and stuff like that. So we definitely might check that out. And over here we talked about that hotfix already that was scheduled. So again, that resolved the gifting issue and portal apparel and everything else. Just a little bit of a cleanup there. And also an update for Pirate101, which we'll go into in a minute once we're done with the Wizard101 news. Over here, 2 bundles have bloomed into the ground shop. As always, get the Spiral House Plants bundle and Flowers of the Spiral bundle through the 30th. These bundles offer huge assortments of plant housing items and more for your castle or dorm room. So check that out. And then over here, we talked about the portal apparel, but wanted to give you guys a little bit of a reminder. This is actually the Great Clock Gauntlet, which is a pretty fun gauntlet. I'm not sure if we've had this before previously, back when the portal apparel was like super buggy, but make sure to check that out because that's gonna be great. You can get some pets from there. I think a mount, I believe, not too sure on that, but again, just make sure to check all of that out. Now, over here, I wanted to talk about the Pirate101 game update that they had for March 2025, and this is pretty interesting. Check this out. Free-to-play companion upgrades. The first slate of free-to-play companions has been upgraded based on your votes in the Pirate101 Discord. Do note, Monkey King's upgrade will be released in a future update as the Celestial Ministers have greater plans for this trickster deity. The following companions have been upgraded: Dead Mike, SM Arson, Sarah Steele, Lucy Sterling, and then Bat Masters. Oh guys, that gives me PTSD, or a little bit of a reminder of that one video we did a reaction to. Oh gosh, fun times, man. Fun times. If you know, you know. But yeah, anyway, this is pretty awesome for Pirate101, and it's just nice that, you know, it just, I don't know, it feels weird. I feel like Pirate101 has a really strong community, and when it comes to updates, the community kind of impacts that a lot. I feel like with Wiz, we've kind of like strayed far away from that in a sense. I feel like there's not really much of a community input for Wizard101 as to there is, you know, as for Pirate101, where all this stuff is talking about feedback. Like, we've heard your feedback on the desirability of drops, right? As per votes in Discord, 77%, right? Like, these are awesome, and I just like how they're incorporating the community with that to make the game a little bit more not only digestible, but also just fun, you know? And when you have a community like that and you show that type of support, you then get the money. And when you get the money, you gotta keep adding that support, you know? I feel like with Wiz, with all the bugs and glitches and everything from Scion Spellment or whatever is going on with that, and the gifting and all that stuff, you know, Wizard101 Europe still needs Selenopolis. I have no idea when that's happening. And of course, Wizard101 console is still just kind of like MIA at the moment, you know? A lot of people get tired of waiting, and a lot of people just start to lose support if you don't show the community that you do truly care, which I'm sure they do care. But I have to say, in terms of like Wizard101 versus Pirate101 concerning like the community influence, I would definitely have to say that Pirate101 would take first place for that. And just reading this patch notes already just makes me happy, even if I don't even play Pirate101. It's just nice to see that they are like responding to community, you know? It's just nice to see, you know? And anyway, that pretty much ends it off for the news. Yes, the gifting is fixed, the portal apparel is fixed, and hopefully everything else stays fixed. Enjoy your Pirate101 update if you play on Pirate101. There's also a few other spoilers out there if you go follow Atmoplex. They basically do the rundown of everything else that was added to the Pirate101 update, or at least the files. So make sure to check out Atmoplex. But until then, that's going to wrap it up for the news, guys. As you guys know, I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Shadows lately. That is my game. If you ever see me live streaming, make sure to just pop in and say hi. But I'll be playing that and uploading some more content for that. I mean, Again, we haven't really found a group for the boss rematches yet. Everybody's just been so busy. So if I find more boss rematches fights, or at least find a group for that, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, it should be fun, and hopefully they're not too buggy or glitchy. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.